We go to work in the top half of the seventh inning. That one low and away. Count even a ball a strike.
Mark, I go back to that first inning where Watts on the wild pitch literally scores from first base, goes to second, third, forces the throw from the catcher that goes to the outfield. And you talk about establishing a tone. I understand they gave him the second run, and Elwood came back and countered it with two. But, boy, that was a huge play.
Watts yanked it foul down the third baseline out of play. He's behind 1-2. Jones with a kick of the fire. Goes the other way this time. It, too, is foul. Cloud cover starting to increase a bit, but still an absolutely beautiful day at Victory Field.
How did we let these clouds in? It's been how did that happen?
The 1-2 pitch on the corner, strike three called.
Wow.
Pretty good location. That's going to freeze a lot of batters, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Franke strolls to the plate, a strikeout victim of the first, line to the shortstop back in the third inning, was hit by a pitch and scored in the fifth, singled and scored in the sixth.
Franke, one of those guys who's won the championship, and again, just to underscore that, Luers trying to be the first team to ever win football, boys basketball, and baseball in the same year.
9 runs have come from the 3, 4, and 5 positions today for Luers. Nice play by Klein. Tracks it down and right for the second out of the inning. So, what would be for only the second time of the ball game, Elwood trying to hold the Luers to the limit. Or the minimum, we should say. Retired them in order back in the second, but that was aided by the fact that Hammock had doubled off the wall and left and got too far off the bag, and a ball hit to right and was doubled off second base. First pitch right downtown for called strike one to Tyler Bunn. Bunn has had a hit and scored, an RBI single and scored, another hit and scored in the third. Been on all 4 times. Takes a little something off, looking for eyes down the right field line, but a great jump by Klein. He hauls it in, and for the first time, essentially, Luers goes in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. For the first time, no runners left on base in the inning for just a second. Bottom half of the 7th, Elwood has but 3 outs left in their 2008 season. Luers, on the other hand, 2 outs away from a state championship. And Joe Crouch, who came on in relief last inning to shut the door, so to speak. Bouncing ball to the right side. Weiss gathers it in. 1 away. Crouch has done a pretty nice job, all in all, Coach, since coming in relief.
Well, he has. I mean, and the key for him right there, got up on that first pitch, strike. Bottom half of the strike zone. Ground ball, just like you have. Sure-handed Danny Wiss right there. 1 out. You're 2 outs away from doing something no other school in the state's history has ever done.
Strike 1.
Just a good-looking pitch. A little breaking ball on the outside corner.
Rock and fire the 0-1. It's in the dirt.
I mean, seriously, now think about it. I mean, Joe Kraft's 9-0. So you don't win 9 games of the schedule they're playing without having some decent stuff.
Nathan Jones at the plate. Skies it to the right side, out of play.
Oh, fan trying to catch that mark with his hat. It just shows you that trying to catch a foul ball with your hat sometimes isn't going to work.
No, it's not.
You just need to use your hands a little bit. Or bring your glove, you know.
There was another one very close.
Well, that one needed to come up. Cause I still think my best chance of the day was in that first game. I had a shot at that one. I would have had to lean out and get it, but still.
Ball upstairs a bit on Nathan Jones. flied out to center, struck out, and went yard back in the 6th. Hit it a long, long way. Bouncing ball, third baseman. Didn't keep it in the middle. Fielded it off the right foot, and it skipped right up his leg and past him.
That's a good point. I mean, he just on his initial movement, kind of tried to field it off that right foot. Took a little bit of a bounce on him.
Aaron Klein, number 9 batter, been on a couple of times, was a strikeout victim back in the 2nd.
You've been waiting a while to say went yard, though, haven't you?
Absolutely.
You've been waiting. You've been waiting a while to pull that one out.
Absolutely.
Still alive now. We have base runners. That's the key.
The 0-1 in the dirt ball. We will meet the Mental Attitude Award winner of the first game and step away for a while.
I'm not exactly sure what Nate Jones was thinking because he got off. Nobody holding him on. He started to make a move towards second base.
That offering in there for called strike 2. 1-2 now. To Aaron Klein. Donaghy standing in the on-deck circle, the leadoff batter. Pika Jones at first. Fooled him, pulled the string, and painted the outside part of the plate. Klein is a strikeout victim, and now Elwood finds themselves down to their final out.
Yeah, final out, but you're starting at top of your order. So, Jacob Donaghy is a guy who can make some things happen.
Luers trying to pull off the hat trick in high school sports. 3 championships. Be the first time ever. First pitch in the dirt ball. Well, Baker's done a nice job behind the plate today.
Yeah, he really has. Hey, that's one thing Gary Rogers talked about with his team. That Isaac Baker really is the leader of this team. Leader in a lot of ways. His arm, and by the fact that he's the catcher, but he does so much to steady this team.
More than any other player.
Ooh,
that's a seeing eye
line
drive down the third base line.
That ball did have eyes.
That'll put runners at second and third. He turned on that one and drove it right past the third baseman, Tyler Bunn. And the point being about the catcher really is the extension of the coaching staff.
Sure.
There's no question. I mean, that most of the defenses and the pitch calls and whatnot come through him, and it's up to him to make sure everybody knows what they're doing on every particular play. And it takes a young man with a great understanding of the game, and oftentimes why catchers end up making pretty good coaches and managers.
Still some life in the Panthers. But Kevin Worsley going to need a better swing to keep him alive.
Hit and scored in the 1st and the 6th. Struck out in the 3rd. Flied out to left. And another trip to the plate. And quickly is behind 0-2. So a double for Donaghy. Gives the Panthers 13 hits in the ballgame. The 0-2 pitch outside a ball. Luers gathering at the dugout steps, looking to get their celebration underway. Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. State championship for Fort Wayne Bishop Luers in 2A.